What if I told you UA High isn't just about becoming heroes? It's the ultimate broke student survival guide. Deku, Urakara, even Bakugo all had to master money hacks just to get by. And those same hacks, they can save you thousands. In fact, just cutting one small villain expense could save you $2,400 by graduation. Most students think being broke means waiting until graduation to get ahead. Wrong. My Hero Academia proves that even when you're scraping by, the right hacks can turn a weak wallet into a hero's treasure chest. Think about it. The difference between broke and thriving could be the price of your next coffee run. Here's the problem. Students waste money on habits that drain their quirks before they even realize it. The promise? Use Class 1A's money-saving hacks and even broke students can graduate with treasure. And today, I'll show you 3 MHA secrets. 1. Cut villain expenses before they drain your power. 2. Stack student side quests into real treasure. 3. Unlock the teamwork system that multiplies money. And by the end, you'll see why broke students actually have an advantage if they hack the system like Class 1A. When I was a student, I thought being broke was just part of the deal. Ramen noodles, instant coffee, skipping hangouts because I couldn't afford gas. But here's what I didn't realize. Those broke years decide if you graduate with treasure or with debt. In My Hero Academia, failing a training exercise means starting over from zero. In real life, bad money habits in school lock you into years of repayment. The difference between broke and thriving starts right now. Class 1A is always under attack. Villains drain their stamina if they are careless. For students, the villains are hidden expenses, snacks, streaming subs, ride shares, coffee runs. Feels harmless, right? 5 here, 10 there. But stacked up, that's a villain draining your bank account like all-for-one siphoning quirks. The fix? Identify your villain. Cancel subs you don't use. Cook 2 meals instead of ordering out. Split rides with friends. Every villain you beat adds stamina to your bank account. I once realized I was paying $45 a month for subscriptions I hadn't touched. Netflix, Hulu, even a free trial that quietly renewed. That's $500 a year gone. That's a new laptop or PS5 wasted. Cutting just $50 a month equals $600 a year. 4 years, that's $2,400 saved. That's 2 semesters of textbooks. That's a brand new MacBook Air. That's an entire month of rent. That's a flight overseas to study abroad. That's 48 new manga box sets. And Manietta, he'd probably blow that much just on a grape juice in 1 semester. Class 1A doesn't just train. They intern. They work festivals. They even babysit. Every job is a side quest, and side quests stack treasure. Most students think their only income is allowance or part-time jobs. Ignoring side gigs. That's like Deku ignoring his notebooks. Wasted potential. The fix? Monetize side quests. Tutoring. Selling notes. Flipping sneakers. Freelancing online. Even $50 a week matters when invested. I once edited essays for classmates. $20 here, 40 there. At the time, it felt like pocket change. But if I had invested half, that would have compounded into thousands. $200 a month equals $2,400 a year. 4 years, that's nearly $10,000 saved. That's a semester of tuition. That's a study abroad trip fully paid. That's a used car waiting at graduation. That's 20 con passes and cosplay outfits. That's food for your whole dorm for a year. Now, imagine Bakugo mowing lawns with explosions. Side quest cash, still green. Class 1A wins because they combine quirks. Urakara floats. Lita speeds. Deku smashes. Alone, they'd fail. Together, they're unstoppable. That's teamwork. And money works the same way. Most students go solo. They buy groceries alone, Pay for textbooks alone. Live alone. That's like fighting villains with no backup. The fix. Team savings. Roommates splitting groceries. Study groups sharing books. Friends carpooling. Every shared cost is treasure. And if you've ever lived in a dorm, you know teamwork isn't just optional. It's survival. My roommates and I did Costco runs together. $40 each. Walked out with food for weeks. Alone, I'd wasted $200 easy. That's teamwork saved us thousands. And honestly, gave us some of our best memories too. Pooling just $100 a month equals $1,200 a year. 4 years, nearly $5,000 saved. That's your graduation trip. That's a year of rent. That's 50 PS5 games stacked to the ceiling. That's an internship fund to move across the country. That's health insurance covered for a year post-grad. You thought broke students have to wait until after graduation to save? Wrong. These hacks add up to tens of thousands while classmates sink into debt. And the irony, the broke students who figure this out graduate stronger than the kids who had everything handed to them. You think rich kids have the only advantage? Nope. Some of the most resourceful heroes came from nothing. Deku, broke. Urakara, broke. They thrive because of creativity, not cash. And in real life, broke students who hack the system come out more resilient, more disciplined, and with more momentum than the ones who coast. So what's the real broke student's hack? Defeat villain expenses. Stack side quests. Use teamwork. Do that, and even broke students can graduate with treasure worth tens of thousands. My Hero Academia proves it. You don't need riches to start. You just need hacks that multiply what little you have. So here's your move. Write down your top 3 villain expenses this week. Kill one. Redirect that money into savings or investing. That's your first real hack. Question of the day. If you could use one Class 1A hack to save money, whose quirk would you pick? Drop it in the comments below. I may use it for our next video. If you want deeper dives and bonus strategies, join us on Patreon. It's cheaper than a latte from Starbucks, and it keeps this channel sailing. Until next time, friends, under the glow of stars, we forge our future together. Captain Geo Bravo, signing off. Peace.